Hey guys, we're up here on Monduran Dam today, and I've just had a couple of days up here and it's taken me a little while to suss it out. I've got the new LiveScope set up, so I've played with that for 80% of the trip, but also done quite a bit of trolling, and it's the most productive technique here right at the moment. You have to watch on in the video to see why, but check it out guys, bit of fun on Mondy.
Come on. First hook up of the trip. We're out in the middle of the main basin. There's boats everywhere. Seen or heard quite a few hook tonight. Oh, it's a good fish. I don't think he's done yet. Pretty decent. Yeah, baby. Woohoo! First one of the trip. I think it's a 7-inch carrier. It's one of the new 9.0, 1.5 ounce. He nearly got me with it. I'll get that hook out of him. Corner of the mouth, hook up on the treble. Absolutely ideal. Never going to lose that guy. There we go. 106, I'm going to spear him in. He's off, that's it. The rig we're using. First one of the trip, 106. Woohoo! 2.29 kilometers an hour, seems to be pretty good with this heavy head. Just drop that down a little bit on this guy. I think he's come up, we'll bring it up. Nah. So we were intercepting those fish, going within a foot or two of them. And they are not happening. There's a whole bunch coming up. This little corner seems to be pretty productive. I'm going to have a cast around here in a minute. We just lost our lure, so I'm just moving the thing, but we're in that right depth. One up high, we'll bring it up to him. Not interested. Oh, that one's sort of come up a little bit. He's turned around a little bit. No, he was half interested, that guy. That was because I raised it for that other fish. He got keen. So maybe we just got to try and react to what they're doing. Okay, we're going to stop and have a cast here. There's another one, we're coming straight at him. He's turned a little bit. Not enough. Eat it! Eat it, dude. I think he's turned away. Another guy's coming. Little fella, there must be bait hanging off it. They're getting interested. This is awesome because they're actually getting fired up. I've finally got an eat on LiveScope. That was freaking unreal. Yes. So pumped. Only a little fella, but we finally got an eat on LiveScope. Still playing up, little fella. Little fella for here. Okay. Yeah, baby. First LiveScope Barra. A downsized, they just weren't, I don't know. But that is so cool. So that's a little, it's, what are they? Whatever plastic that is, but it's a 1/2 ounce 7.0. There we go. A little 78, but that's my first LiveScope Barra on my own LiveScope, so I am pumped. Very happy with that guy. Woo. Getting back in. 78 Barra. Let's bring back in. Woohoo! Now we're going to bring it past him in a way he sees it. Right on him. Come on, dude. Come on, that was a good presentation. And that's what we deal with on live sonar, is rejection. So if you can't handle rejection, don't get LiveScope. Oh, fuck, he's blowing up. Oh, yeah, baby. I'm just free spooling back down there. This is where we back drag right off. Oh, he's gonna come again. This is super acrobatic Barra. Yeah, but how good? How good? We've backed right off now because only got a chance of pulling hooks if we go too hard now. How good is this? You've never got them until you've got them in the boat. It's a big fish. Wow. It's bigger than I thought. He wants to jump again. Ah, he's buggered. Wow. He wants to jump, he just hasn't got the energy. Whoa, yeah. Yes, he does. I'm free spooling there. He's got it down the gob. Wow, it's a big fish. There we go. Easy as that. Oh, I'm chuffed. That fish has absolutely made my trip. Before I get him in, I'm just going to get the brag mat out. Oh. Big girl. This is a new Shimano net after I wrecked the last one on the meter 17. Okay. It's not that long, but it's deep. Mouth. Just get that out and just measure him. Oh, he's only a 104. 104 Barra. Barra Jighead, 3/4 ounce 9.0. It's just a little bit of scuffing up the leader, but not too bad. Heavy fish. 104, but really good fish. Okay, headlong fight. Oh, he's good to go. There he goes. So stoked with that fish. Mondy reckons leaves the threes alone. Alright, there's one by himself out the front. Oh! Sorry. Good job. I'm just looking at those guys. There's a whole bunch of them. How good's that? Those fish I was looking at right there, these boys are hooked up to it. I'll see if I can see the fish on the scope. They're pointing over to their boat. There he is, he's coming up, he's going to jump again, right here. Look at that. Take him easy, back that drag off. You lost him. Bugger. Rightio, so we're trolling along here. We're doing 3.7 kilometres an hour. Water temp's 28.5. The depth is 66, but the thermocline here is at about 15 to 16. And the fish are sort of sitting just below the thermocline or just above it. So ideally you want your lures running probably just above it. There's also fish up high as 10-12 feet as well. Hey guys, just a quick rundown of 2 days on the water at Mondy. I've just set the scope up, which has been absolutely fantastic. But it's, at the moment, the scope bite is really tough. The troll bite in the main basin is doing better. I've put 80% of my time, probably 90% of my time into scoping and casting on scope, but they are super finicky. These fish have been hammered pretty hard for a while now. There's a lot of fish in the main basin, but they only bite when they want to bite. So, and it seems that the troll bite is doing better, like the deeper and faster troll, although there are some guys getting them trolling really slow. So, and it seems to be mainly plastics, combination of mullets and your normal jighead rigged plastics. And the Barra jigheads are going really good for here. Anywhere between, got them on the 1.5 ounce and the 3/4 ounce in the 9.0s, with the 7-inch plastics has been the go for me. But I can really see the benefits of the scope. I got one fish on scope casting, which was very exciting, very visual. But for the amount of time I put into the actual trolling, where you're running it a fair way back, you're running it at a reasonable speed. For some reason they just like it at that constant speed and constant depth, whereas if you drop it down to them on the scope, they just spook 90% of the time. Like, it's really hard not to spook them, and it's really hard to get them to bite. So they just like that lure running at a constant depth. Well, yep, we've hooked up on the big one. On the big, whoa, yep, stop it, bugger. There we go. We've hooked up on the 9-inch, which is really cool. Don't know if that's over or under. So we had the 2.5 ounce of back drag right off. That's what we do. And then use thumb a lot. I'm just trying to stay away from this boy here if he wants to take off. He hasn't done a lot since the first run. Where are we? What have we got? Just a little fella. I'll take him. Oh, he's trying to throw that. So you don't put any pressure on him when he jumps. Okay. Get this one going here. Yes, in the net. Pumped. Woohoo. There we go. Just a little fella for Mondy standards. He's taking the big plastic. Get the hooks out of this net easy, would be nice. So that is the biggest Barra jighead in the range, the 2.5 ounce. 2.5 ounce 11.0 Barra jighead. That's it there, guys. Just a 82, 81 maybe. 81 and a bit. That hook held on really nicely. 81 centimetre Mondy Barra, main basin fish. Biting down straight away. He's off. How good is that? Stoked, so stoked to get one on the big one, on the 2.5 ounce 11.0 on a 9-inch plastic Irukandji. So good just to finish the trip off with that fish. Far out, look at that Barra on the screen. That is ridiculous. It's a whole school of Barra, and they're actually swimming with us at the same speed, which isn't a bad thing. I'm just gonna, our lures will be coming close to them now, so they're quite deep. I'm just going to slow down. That guy's heading the other direction. It'd be nice to get a hit right about now, just as we come through those fish. Be cool. Yep, there we go. I don't know what I'm going to do with that rod. Put in that holder. We didn't hook him. Wow. You got belted, hooked, pulled line, and No hookup. Wow. Maybe because I got that drag set a little bit lighter because it's in the rod holder. Is the only thing I can think of. Well guys, that's a wrap from me from Mondy. We're about to pull out. It's been a good trip. It was pretty tough. I spent 80% of the time playing with the scope and learning how to use it and how the fish react to it. But in the end, trolling was the winner. So you got to go with that, and I'm glad I focused on that this morning. I hooked and landed 2 and dropped another one and had a couple other hits. But yeah, good trip. I'm stoked. Cheers. Quick tackle talk of what worked for me on the weekend, guys. The Barra Jigheads obviously were winners, and especially in the heavier sizes, the 1.5 ounce 9.0 and the 2.5 ounce 11.0, because they could get down to that deeper depth when you're trolling that little bit faster. So these are the 4 lures that caught fish. The 5-inch with a 1/2 ounce 7.0, that was on scoping or casting, and these 3 on the troll, 3/4 ounce and 1.5 ounce in the 9.0s with a 7-inch Cario, and then 2.5 ounce on the big 11.0, and they're all rigged up with either a treble straight to the head or on a split ring to a treble. So I'm either using Viper 41s or Decoy, I think they're YS 41s, big swivels, good quality split rings, don't skimp on them. And leaders used were either the 80 pound in the FC or the Schneider 70 pound. So I used a couple of other plastics. I didn't get the job done this weekend, but there's guys up there getting on all sorts of plastics like PT 150s and the shads, hollow shads as well. But yeah, this is the full range of Barra Jigheads, 7.0s, sorry 6.0s, 7.0s, 8.0s, 3 sizes in the 9.0s, 3 sizes in the 11.0s. That's them there, and yeah, they're just to suit the whole range of plastics you're going to use from Barra, from 4-inch through to 9 or 10, even 11-inch on those with the harness rigs. And yeah, stoked with the weekend, guys. That's what we got them on.